Darth Vader from the You Cannot Hide pack. Super fun, super awesome little scenic display for these two characters, following in the Atomic Mass tradition of Rivals packs, Rivals panels. Shatterpoint called Duel packs. So we're going to be paying up our Obi-Wan today, our wonderful week of May the 4th celebration. The week of May the 4th celebration. That's what we're calling it. We're just going to celebrate May the 4th all week long. So we're going to kick it over to the mini cam. Maybe. Are we there? Great. Mini cam, and we're going to paint up Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi, yeah. Oh, that's what his name is. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi. While Tony Konachek messes with the monitors in the background. Because that's what he does. Oldie One Kenobi. No, that's terrible. He's still so young and spry. He's still so fighty. Let's paint some skin tones. So I'm going to use just any old Ewan McGregor flesh tone that I can mix up. And I'm just going to wing it. That's what I do here. I wing it. Just like all the musical interludes. They're all just made up. I have no idea what the heck I'm going to say before I say it. We're just letting it just riff. We work with jazz around here. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Kanatoni, Chakatoni. He's still working on the monitor. Let's paint that delicate ear. Look at his delicate ear. Sculpt is spectacular. Awesome. Glad you like it. So confused by this release. What era is this old Obi-Wan Kenobi going to be in? I don't have that information. I'm sorry. I don't remember. Maybe Shik is in chat and can confirm. Looks like the saber is extra long. I don't think it's that long. It's we do a lot of lightsaber measuring around here. Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's Obi-Wan. This Obi-Wan Kenobi is paired with Vader. You can kind of take him. He doesn't come in a squad box. That's what the dual pack is. It's an opportunity for us to release some characters that, you know, in their iconic dual moments. It's a fun way to explore the Star Wars universe and artistically explore the Star Wars universe. Gotta paint, paint, paint. That's what we do. Gotta paint, paint, paint. Thank you. Much appreciated. Aw. We all get the paint. Wow. There you go. Transmissions. Transmissions will tell all. That's what they're for, really. Let's add a little red. Oh, I didn't get my palette in the cam. I don't know if it matters too much.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'll get my friends to look at it real quick.
Can you run Vader and Anakin in the same strike force? No. We're going to add red to our flesh tone. Still trying to understand how zenith highlights work. Is it because the primer is a lighter color and the applied paint shade is changed? Yeah. What it does several things. So the zenithal prime, you prime black and then you come from above or the side to add white. And this adds shadow and highlight effectively to the miniature. And you can use this as a way to establish where you want shadows and highlights on your miniature. Or you can use it as a glaze. You can use glazes to kind of let the paint go over the top of the black and white primer to create natural shading and highlighting. I like it also for our videos here because it instantaneously lets the miniature read much better on the monitor than if I were to do the miniature primed in pure black. By doing the white, it's going to give more contrast and let you see the miniature better in the video. So it's kind of doing a multi-purposeful. I'll show you another version of Zenith. Schick worked on his Vader from this pack yesterday in oils, and he got pretty far along in an hour with his oil paints. This is the one I'll be working on. So I'm using the Zenith side to side instead of top to bottom. And I threw some blue from one direction. So this will be my dark side, and this will be more highlighted red from the lightsaber. So I'm using that to kind of pre-establish where I want all my shadows and highlights, and then as I glaze, those shadow and highlights will sort of maintain, and then I can go back and reinforce them. Painting is very much a process of define and refine. So I go back and forth over top, building up all my colors, my contrast and my volume and my value, and all those fun artistic words. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, I think so. I think this you cannot run pack for the studio. We definitely did it. We wanted to show the miniatures off. We wanted to show the scene. It's definitely more set, painted more akin to daylight. But I love the idea of someone out there taking and doing the whole scene set at night. To really reinforce that story and that moment when there's that fire between the two of them and they're staring each other down. Super, super cool. Yeah, Seeker, we're on the same page. Fire between the two and just really punch the object source lighting. Make skin look so hard for me. How do you do it? I'm showing you how to do it. Follow along. Grab some paints. Take the day off. Just take the day off and let's paint. That's what I say. Summer, you want to take the day off and paint?
I was gonna say you're the only one here who doesn't have to take the day off and get some paint then.
That's true.
So yeah.
I get to
Take the day off.
and just paint?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I got my load off.
Who's going to stop it?
The screen.
Who's going to stop us?
Not me.
Who's going to stop us? I won't tell you, boss. So we picked a flesh tone. Any flesh tone, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel good. We added a little bit of red. I don't use fire truck red. I use like a more brick red. I added that to the flesh tone, and I very thinly applied that in the shadows. I determine where my eyeshadows are. Oh, see? There you go. No narc. Then I'm doing green mixed with the flesh tones and going over the red. Red and green, kind of counteract each other and make like a lovely brown. So this makes a wonderful shade to the flesh tones. And it's okay if you don't get it right the first time. I didn't get it right the first time. I don't think I've ever gotten anything right the first time. I have a wonderful self-deprecating joke like in my head, but I'm not gonna. So we're just gonna keep practicing and keep pushing our limits, and we're gonna fail a lot, but we're gonna fail together. Now I'm gonna mix pure red, pure green, and make an even darker brown. Red and green mixed together makes brown. You could even grab like a little touch of like mega dark brown. Get some real depth in there. We're just gonna make something that looks lovely. Something like that. Now I'm gonna paint that in the deepest, darkest shadows. Underneath the ocular cavity. Maybe right along those nostrils. Uh-oh. I got old tape. Right inside those ears. The hairline. I'm just touching the brush. I'm just letting the brush do its job. The brush wants to work. That's what that second brush is for. You saw that, didn't you? Little mistake, and I just clean it up. This is also a part I like. I like getting a little bit scritchy on the beard with this color. Darken between all those fingers. You know, these don't have to look perfect. You're painting for yourself. Unless you're trying to compete in a competition, you're just painting for yourself. You're painting for the joy and the practice and the self-fulfillment aspect of the art. You know, you're not doing it as a job. And it's always good to remember, like, it's a hobby and we're supposed to enjoy our hobbies. Take time and patience and enjoy our hobbies. And that's why I love this hobby, is like we get to all do it together. Make something really cool. Nope, he's not that old. No liver spots yet. Darken that hair right at the front. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, somebody asked a question about what I'm painting on?
What are you using to hold the miniature with?
Oh, yeah. So what this is just a gimbal to keep me from going off screen, because if I don't have this, all you're going to do is hear Summer yelling from the other room. You're not on screen. But then the miniature is stuck with double-sided tape, which I've grabbed an old one. double-sided tape on a primer lid, and this is just a nice handhold for me. I like the size of primer lids for my hands. They give me something to grasp, better than grasping the base of the miniature. Base of the miniature is really bad ergonomically. Have I done an ergonomics video for y'all? I don't think we've really done an ergonomics video. We should do an ergonomics video. But I like the feel of the primer lid in my hand. It makes me feel like I have a lot of control over where the miniature is and how it's being held. Fleshy flesh, fleshy flesh tones. Yeah, that's how Luke knew him. Old Ben. Old Ben? I've added a little off-white to my base flesh tone. We're just going to bink on some highlights. Once again, just letting the tip of my brush do its work. Yeah. Sounds like a good one for a next mini strav. Put it on the books. All right, we need a warmer brown. We need to tone that down just a scooch. It's got that warm brown hair. Just gonna work that over. Being careful not to touch the skin. Are we just watching today? We're not asking a lot of questions. Summer's gonna need a bigger book with all the cool things coming out. There's so much cool stuff coming out this year.
Dallas, could you talk a little bit more about working with LFL on like the collaboration with them at all, like you did yesterday?
Yeah, we can talk. This was a very cool project. LFL, we worked real closely with them to work on this Kenobi and Vader You Cannot Hide, and also the Jedi Hunters pack, which was a lot of fun to just work with our partner and really be able to get these characters and out and made, and so that's just exciting to be able to explore these, and we definitely got a short timeline on these, which was fun. Can't do that for every project, but every now and then. So it was a lot of fun to just be able to get these out and make sure we got it right. There, now he's looking like old Ben. love the color for the hair. What paint is that? No clue. It's this color mixed with this color. Tell me when you're ready, Summer.
Go ahead.
It's this color, which is this warm brown. It's almost like an orange, right? It's so rusty brown. And then it's very dull brown, and I mixed them together to make that color. And now I'll mix some of this warm burnt umber in, and we'll start doing some shadows. It's whatever's on the palette at the time, kind of. What project was I working on last? And oh, that paint's still on the palette. That's what color today is. Yeah, no stream tomorrow. We're just gonna barely pick this into that hair. When's the next mini strap? I'm sure when we're ready to talk about that, we'll talk about that. Are y'all excited for mini strap? I am. Let's lighten that up, skin up one more time, I think. Boy, that's the oldest piece of tape. That's the oldest piece of tape. We shall keep our secrets. For now. That's why I'm only allowed to paint. Is 4 years a popular like celebration, like anniversary?
4 years?
Yeah, 4 years. That's not a milestone. 4 years isn't a milestone.
No, I think I mean,
You get a diamond at what? 10 years?
I think so.
Yeah. So I need to tone that down just a touch on that forehead. There's a little spot. What? Of course you can see where I say that. I'm being cheeky. Oh no, don't tell my kid. We didn't celebrate his 4-year birthday. We just ignored it.
What do you got against 40-year birthdays and anniversaries, Alice?
Nothing! That's not the point! Oh, why are you attacking me now, Summer? Fella can't be cheeky? Gosh.
Don't be forgetful,
Whoa.
be a real terror if you haven't heard.
I'm aware. This year, a summer of terror. We need a little hairline scritches. We're gonna just put those little hair scritches. Just use the side and the tip of the brush and just delicate, delicate lines. I guess that's glorious hair. Let's do the beard hair. Oh, this tape is killing me. What do I dislike painting more white armor or black? I dislike none of that. I actually find white armor to be quite joyful to paint. It's just a process and philosophy you have to get down, and I find that to be quite fun. And black armor, I think black armor is just superior. Black armor is when you can really cheat. Being able to just zenith and do like a wash, and then, or maybe do zenith and then throw a little blue zenith and then a wash, like just makes black armor. But it's more just the philosophy of like with black armor, it's all about the highlights, and with white armor, it's kind of about the shadows, and then the final highlight is actually the white. So it's just an interesting philosophical path to play with. Sort of lost my dark line there, so I'm going to reestablish that on the face. Start working on the cloak. So his cloak in this scene is it's like a gray purple with a touch of brown. So we're going to mix a bunch of different colors here. Maybe a little lighter. Don't want to use too much blue. Blue is a bully color. So once you introduce blue, it just kind of overtakes. Yeah, black armor can look pretty flat. That's why it's all about establishing those highlights. It's just purely, black armor is an exercise in highlights. White armor has much more nuance. You know, you can paint black armor just prime black and edge highlight, and it looks pretty good. With both of them, to me, it's all about being able to add color. So like if you've watched my painting my Legion clones, it's all about putting like some blue or, you know, other colors in the white. And with black, it's the same way. Like I don't use pure black. I typically use a chromatic black, and it adds depth and life. No, I'm just using pretty classic Windsor Series 7 round brushes. They're just watercolor brushes. I don't know if there's a perfect brush. There's a painter out there puts out some fantastic work and just uses just the worst, cheapest brushes, what I would consider the worst brushes, and just does phenomenal work. So, you know, everybody has their preferences. I do like a watercolor brush, and I like a brush with a fat belly and a really small tip. Oops, I got that wrong color there. That's a mistake. That's all right. We all make mistakes. We were just talking about that. Making mistakes. It's okay. Ain't nobody mad. Yeah, warm it up or cool it down so it's not so institutional. It's great. Great phrasing there, actually. There's painters out there that are really, really good that could probably paint with a spatula and ketchup and just make the best looking stuff. So I'm a big fan of play with some brushes. Look for what you like in a brush and then try to find the best version of that you can find. Like I said, I like a big belly and a small tip. So that's what I look for in a brush. Now I'm getting lazy and just washing it. Not really washing, more like glazing. A little more, let's put a little more blue in the shadows. A touch of brown. I'm going to use warm brown because you mix that with the blue, the red and the brown, and the blue is going to mix together to make that purple. Going to get real loosey-goosey with these blends. Second brush for blending. Just keep establishing, defining, refining. That's what we do. Dark on the bottom. Look at that coat. Oh, in case you're wondering, the characters on this dual pack was sculpted by Dave Kidd. You've probably seen his name several times on many of our products. And the terrain was done by Bexley, which once again, if you take a look at our products, you'll see his name quite a bit. He sculpted a lot of vehicles. Yeah, his outer jacket is a little gray brown. I might have went a little too gray, but we're just going to keep working with it. I think if I throw in some highlights at the end on the brown, it'll pull that back together. I do like this gray color though. I've been changing the direction the way I paint my cloaks lately. Where I used to kind of pull side to side from from the fold to the cravat crease. Here lately I've been starting in the deeps and pulling it out toward the end of the cloak. And I'm getting an interesting sort of bad blend that works really good, and I like it. So for example, instead of putting a shadow here and dragging it toward the crevice or the crease, I just do a couple lines and I stretch. Make sure you get that curve in there though. It's a little slower, but I kind of like the look of it. Does he have the Jedi tag? Oh, they're asking Schick if he has the Jedi tag. Good thing they're asking Schick. Painting on stream is difficult because I can't turn the miniature upside down. So if you don't turn the miniature upside down, are you even painting? That's what I say. Will I do some OS? What? Yeah, you gotta turn it upside down. That's what a painter means when they say it's going to get turned up. We're not talking about a wildness. We're talking about just, oh, I gotta turn it upside down so I can paint the underside. We will not, I like the we will not. We will not discuss things until they're ready to be discussed.
Was that too harsh?
It was intense.
Sorry, everybody.
Just coming in like, we will not. Putting the foot down, Anne. $5, Chick had the answer typed out. You pop that up and he was just backspace. Just backspace.
I'm just sniping them left and right.
Just that's what you do. Yeah. Oh, see? Now you're getting Chick wound up. So when we say, when shit gets turned up, it ain't talking about like miniature painters turned up. It is a different type. I'm going to mix a whole bunch of browns together, just nonsense browns. Just every brown. Every brown on the palette goes in this mix. Even this green. Why not? Did this one go? I don't remember. It did now. I'm going to put a little light blue in there. Why not? Yeah, that's my color. That's what I was looking for. He's got some desert pants. I feel like he got these pants from like a Tuscan Raider, like trader. A Tuscan trader. And he's like, I need some new pants. And the Tuscan trader's like, I And he's like, yes, I will pay you that many credits. What? Have you never heard my Tuscan Raider impersonation? I think it's spot on, right? You should hear me do it like loud.
We need to like get you a gaffy stick so you can just like
I
flip to wide mode.
if do you know when my birthday is? I will tell you if you get me a gaffy stick. I'd have to I'd have to take my microphone off because it's that loud, or turn it down. You'd have to turn the because I will blow the speakers out because I get real loud. The neighbors are gonna be like, "What the heck?"
We'll create a gaffy cam, and that'll be
The gaffy cam. Yeah, credits are no good here. No, seriously, we might have to at the end here. We might take the microphone off and let me.
do Chewbacca.
Look, I can do Chewbacca. Well, I have to take. Hang on. Test. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Test. How's that? If I raise my voice, is that too loud?
No.
Okay. Which one do you want first? My Chewbacca or my Tuscan Raider?
Chat, what do you want first?
Chat vote. Chat vote. You can't make fun of
Pops up, that's what we're gonna do.
the first one that pops up. That's not even a vote, Summer.
Well, that's how my voting works.
That's how you're voting, Tuscan. All right, are you ready? Hang on. How loud was that?
It's very seal-like.
It's a little sea like. And then the Chewbacca is more. It's all right.
Tender chewy.
I'm a tender Chewy.
Printed t-shirts done.
See, everyone heard. I told you, I'm really loud. I'm incredibly loud. I can go to karaoke and not use a mic.
I never keep it loud for you.
I don't raise my voice. I don't raise my voice lightly. Just all day now. I don't even remember what color we're doing. Yeah, I'm a tender Chewy. I don't remember what color his shoes are. I didn't say my impression was good. I don't get paid to be an impressionist. I'm just a lonely boy painting miniatures. Sometimes I do Tuscan Raiders. Sometimes I make a Wookiee noise. Tan seems like a good color. I do more poses than anything. Noah Kane, thank you. We're just going to use the same color on the pants. I made up a color of every color on the palette, and it's going on the shoes. Sculptor was Dave Kidd. Dave Kidd's done many wonderful sculpts for us here at Atomic Mass Games. And then the terrain set that comes with our Obi-Wan and Vader here was sculpted by Bexley, who's one of our in-house fellows. How long we got?
10 minutes.
Oh.
I was gonna say you have so much time, at least 30, and then look at the clock and then nope.
You thought the miniatures would be bigger. These are pretty darn big. You don't want the miniatures to be too big. That gets into like, you want people to be able to use terrain that they might have. And so the Shatterpoint miniatures are definitely large, but they should pretty much work with any like Legion terrain you have and stuff. So you don't want to get too crazy. And it just becomes the unwieldiness of really, really large miniatures. Like 54 is a little big for games, but these are pretty large miniatures. This Vader is really big. My hands are just huge. What? You can't use my hand for scale. You don't know the scale of my hand. If Summer put her hand here, you'd think that miniature was 4 foot tall. My hand's not a good relative size marker. Banana for scale. I mean, I have a paint pot for scale.
You got them Wookiee hands now.
I got Wookiee hands. Look at this Vader. I'm going to measure everything with jumbo shrimp. Everything with jumbo shrimp. How many jumbo shrimp is that? 42. 42 jumbo shrimp.
Now please clarify that that's not the actual size of Obi.
Oh, 42 jumbo shrimp. What are you talking about? I didn't say what scale the jumbo shrimp were.
I hate this.
Scale is real. Oh, you want to get me started on something? Scale. Scale is made up.
That's all the time we have for today.
Scale is made up. Complete made up. All right, let's tone down everything. Let's bring it back to the painting. Nah, we're not done. We still got 5 minutes. Chick went over yesterday. Let's do a little highlight. Throw a little low light. Point of order, we walked in at time. I'd like to go back to the tape on this. Let's add a little white to our blue. Kick it up just for you on the stream. That's what we do. finding my center. And then I get lazy on that one. Kick up the white just a little bit more. Yeah, this is middle bin. Darken the shadows on the pants. That's what we got to do right now. If I can speed up, which I'm trying to.
Are my stairs helping with that or no?
Yeah, of course they are. You're intimidating. So a little blue ink, a little teal ink. And thin that down just a touch. And a little bit of that blue paint. Yummy. Actually, let's use a little bit of our medium. Let's add a lot of medium. I want this real translucent. Okay.
There was no paint on this before, right?
No, there's no paint on this.
How do you do that?
What do you mean?
I mean, I just watched you, but how'd you get it to look so good within an hour?
I put some paint on it.
Yeah, I think that'll do it, right?
That's how it works. No, yeah, it started out just primed, and now we're just going to throw a little. I want very soft OSL. Now I want it overdone. I'll overdo it on Vader, trust me. I cannot help but paint Vader just overly OSL'd. I get real carried away with Vader OSL. Like my Legion Vader has like embers paint painted on him. So there actually wouldn't be very much on the hand. The hilt's going to block a lot of that. This would take a long time to actually make it correct. We have an hour, so we're going to make it cool and not correct. There's a time and place for correct, and it's not here. Especially not on the tabletop. I never care about correct on the tabletop. This is why every time I paint a Vader, it gets out of control because I'm just like, doesn't matter if it's real. I don't care. I'm making it so cool. Are you laughing at me?
I just think you're having a good time, and I like that for you.
All right, let's kick that up one step. A little white to that mix. Do a little texture. The closer to the source, the brighter. Should we do embers as well here? Not quite the same effect with Obi-Wan, but oh, you let me go 5 over.
I'm a nice lady sometimes.
I was doing the cool glows.
We give it and we take it away.
And way down deep inside. How's that look? Are we done?
I feel as inspired as ever.
Now you're just being,
Oh, yeah.
you're being sassy.
It's so beautiful.
Pretty happy with the lightsaber. Not bad for an hour's work. Yeah, I agree. Not bad for an hour. Not bad for an hour of talking and a Wookiee noise.
You want to put it on diorama real quick?
Oh, do we want to put it on diorama?
We can.
Yeah.
Here,
Let's
let
do
me
it.
real quick.
I'll get set up. I'm setting it up. Oh, I gotta pop him off the thing.
So I'm gonna push us. Bring this out.
Oh, yeah. Zoom.
I'm gonna move it this way a little bit.
Zoom. Retract. Sharpen. There you go. Look at that. Obi-Wan versus Vader. You cannot run.
Look at that.
Look at that.
And when can our fine friends expect that?
I don't know when. What's the day? Why'd you drop that on me?
You can tell them they can tune in for that real announcement tomorrow.
Oh, we're gonna tell them what day this is available tomorrow?
It normally happens when we post the link to the store. It'll
Oh, link to the store tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, it says, is that pre-order?
Yeah.
Oh. So we just teased the teaser?
We did. I mean, we listen. We had to jump in there because it was already out there.
And this is the week of May the 4th. That's what we're celebrating.
It doesn't have to be over.
It doesn't have to be May the 4th. It's the week of May the
We
4th.
made it a 3-day event.
Yeah, it's a 3-day event for us.
4 day because we had an extra one.
Yeah, we had an extra day. So we're announcing it. We're announcing an announcement. Should have put just a hint of red from Vader Saber. Yeah, I think you could do that. That gets super complex with the blue and the way he's holding the saber. I think if he's holding the saber off to the right, so you have the blue on his right and the red on his left, I think you could do something interesting. You could still do it. I think you do it on the ground. I think you hit just a little red across his base just to give it that little. I'm excited to see somebody take this and turn it into a full display, fully painted up, and see what your creative minds come up with. So on that note, we're done, and that means
I'm harsh, but you're like, we're out of here.
we're out. We're out of here. I've done everything I can do. Remember, every Tuesday and Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can join us here on Twitch. We paint, we chat, we talk about stuff, and sometimes the third week of every month we play games, which is coming up. That's going to be super dope. And then for all the latest news, information, and announcements coming from Atomic Mass Games about all of our wonderful games, including some information coming tomorrow about the You Cannot Run, check us out on Twitter and our Instagram. So until then, go be the hero you want to be.